feel like Mirage is unbelievably important. My expectations, Anubis should have no issues for ENCE. They should take it. If NAVI Junior want a series out of this, they've got to take Mirage, and it's a risk.
Well, look at this. They're already flanking the bomb site, but they still need to get the opening kills. Okay, McCarthy coming up with a couple of good ones. And actually, this flank is working very well. They're going to be catching Glaive as he was trying to escape, which is a very, very smart peek there coming out. And a 3 versus 1. ENCE, unfortunately, we're not covering the middle of the map at all in this pistol, so it's going to be up to NAVI 2, who definitely is a really fun prospect for the future. There's no question about it. You could just see from how he plays the game and how he approaches. I don't even think it matters who they're up against. He just has this super casual attitude about it, and it's getting really exciting to see. Obviously, this is too much. He's going to end up going down to Demon, and it'll be NAVI Junior to win the pistol round here.
I think the first team in towards CS2 to really make this a part of their playstyle, and I've seen a few teams now in Tier 2 start to pick it up. I know Partisan did it a couple of times as well, and I like this. I personally think this is the way it should be going. Rather than going in towards an M4 and having very limited utility, here you can go in towards a similar amount of utility, but MP9s, which are incredibly clean, and obviously can gain you a hell of a lot of kill bonus. This is how I love to play it.
It's very interesting, right? Because I guess also the advantage is that if you lose this round, you're just back doing the same for the next round, really, and you can kind of keep the pressure on for a lot of it. So, very, very interesting. You know, this is something that we don't necessarily see too often. I think I've seen it a couple of times at a Tier 1 level, but not very often. So maybe ENCE can show us the way here. They're going to be pushing on to the B bomb site, and alright, it's an early kill there. STY comes back into it, and actually the flank is very quick here. Glaive, it's perfectly played. He gets the last one too. It's fantastic work, and the MP9 is absolutely justified, and even better.
Love that buy. Always seems to be really, really strong, and it just keeps that CT economy really in check. It's a similar thing here where, yes, there's quite a few Galils coming through, but an upgrade of 1 AK, and then 4 is nice, and 8 of a kill there for Glaive. Gets 1 and gets out, which in itself is already massive. There is a carpet spade. He does slightly get caught there in the corner. He was in 2 minds. Do I fall fully back, or do I stay committed? And unfortunately, in his indecisiveness, he gets caught in the corner there trying to jump up on that ledge, and it'll cost him his life.
Yeah, not the best way to get started, but at least it's an even trade here. So they are slowly just walking away onto the A bomb site, which right now is actually perfect. There's a pure contact play. Nate2 is going to be dead. Wow. It's the fact that he even survives the first engagement there is a little bit fortunate, but the round is already dead here. So nothing that ENCE could do about it. NAVI Junior is, you know, potentially risky, but the smart thing about doing that kind of contact play in a round like this is you know there's not going to be an AWP on the other side. Which obviously is the massive risk when you're just walking the corners, is if there is an AWP on the high ground, you're going to get blown up. So, nice timing to throw that one in. We've got to appreciate it. And, yeah, that Kaspersky is getting closer. I don't even know why. I feel like this is not worth it.
Yeah, the only time it would have been worth it is if Poddy was committed through main as well, because then he could play off the trade, but he wasn't. He never really committed to fighting there. And they're not even going to exit in this direction, so that'll make matters all the more worse. We'll be NAVI Junior up to a 3rd, but again, with that MP9 buy in the 2nd round, that comes, or in the 3rd round, I say that comes through, it's a big round for ENCE, and this could swing the momentum massively in their favor. Basically, should give them the ability to tie this game up.
Oh, the Molotov's thrown, and Makazi just running it down. Oh my god, this is way too quick. What an execute. Man, I'd be around to just go back and look at. I think how many Molotovs did they throw at the end of it? Like through the smoke as well. They just knew all the lineups. That's just very, very cool. Like NAVI Junior are showing a lot of really great stuff. And yeah, even getting rid of the last couple of rifles here. This is such a powerful beginning. I don't really hate it. They know that there's not going to be a lot of economy. Takes a lot of discipline to not go for that, I think. But it's going to work out for them.
It's a really patient play, actually. I got to respect it. A lot of teams would have just gone, again, I said, you know, we're already 3 steps in the site already. Let's just commit to this.
Yeah.
Poddy's pushed him in towards carpet, so they know where he is. 40 seconds to make a decision. A double pump execute towards B seems to be the play here. I don't think it's the right call. And, you know, actually dispelling some of the narratives that we were building up in the early part about these youngsters at times being, you know, a little reckless, a little careless in terms of their play because they are mechanically so good.
Yeah. Ooh, they have given over an AK with 20 seconds left. That actually does worry me a little bit here. Glaive gets another shot with the Deagle down to 15 seconds. If you can find one more headshot, this might be on. The R8 is out of the round, and Glaive should be soon to follow here. 8 seconds as they find him. But again, playing very, very carefully. The bomb being planted on the other side of the wall here, so Potty comes in, but he's going to end up going down. That probably is a round that gets a little bit too close for comfort.
There's so much pressure put on each and every gun round, but everyone that they lose, you don't just give up one, you basically give up two, because you're forced into an eco to follow suit. Even here, if ENCE loses this round, it's probably going to be somewhere in the region of 8-1, right? Because Money gets shot once again. Yes, they got a loss bonus, but it's tough, man. And things are, you know, and have been in a really bad spot. But this is a good start. NAVI Kaspersky will crack open the first two.
3 versus 5 like this, super hard to win. Especially their forward position for NATO as well. He's covering an entire part of the map here. And STY just slowly, you know, shifting his weight at the back of the corner there so that he's not just in one, you know, standstill position, but ready to fight pretty much at all times. So there's not much that really, I mean, winning the round at this point is probably not going to happen, but
yeah,
you could do a lot of damage in the next, you know, 20 seconds. I say that. Kaspersky comes up with a very nice line there. So just leaving Demon. But I will still say this, you know, a couple of kills here could go a really, really long way. Be a huge benefit to ENCE if they get out of this round with 5 people alive. And they can. Glaive gets that one with an MP9, so making a little bit of money. Upgrading into the AK-47. Kaspersky's pushing out. I love this aggressive move. It's a bit risky, but it's also very, very hard for the T side to even see that it's coming. So, he's missed his opportunity there. They lose SDY, and Kaspersky, where's the kill? I feel like at least one, maybe even a double, but maybe he got peeked by Krabani right at the same time. I'm not really sure, but that's a bit shocking. Potty in the right place at the right time, and luckily had the scope already up, so
moving the way forward. Under a minute to work with. So far, it's NATO anchoring towards A. Potty's got to hit a shot here, but he's getting smoked out, not going to help. And he actually doesn't really do enough to stop them moving in towards the site. He's left NATO on a bit of an island. That Molotov's going to come down a little earlier, but he was so trained on the angle that it was too little too late. Once again, for ENCE, I think you're safe here. I don't actually think it's worth giving this one a go. Keep hold of what we've got. I know we've got money left over in reserves, but this is an incredibly difficult retake to work with.
They're gonna try and do it with the kit and the smoke. I think it's they're hoping. I'm actually surprised they're going this early. My thinking would be that they're gonna try and do this in the last, like, you know, 10 seconds of the round. Just rush in there. Demons being completely unprotected. I think Navi Jr. might have thought this wasn't gonna be around either. Symmetry showing up. That's actually very nicely done. Okay, so it's gonna work out anyway. Man, I'm confused on a bunch of different levels here. I feel like ENCE would have had such a good chance of essentially ninja defusing this round by just pretending like they weren't going to go for it. Just wait around back here, and then let Glaive throw the smoke, let Potty dive down and defuse the bomb. I think it's way more doable than this here bomb site that people give it credit for.
Really starting to make us feel a little worried about the series. With Mirage coming up next, now crisp Navi Jr. looking right now. This could spell some bad times potentially. Ignite to crack things open as well. SDY down to 50, but hopefully shot from Potty's good. Good trade from Serenity. Looks for a second, but over fights as well as NATO will trade. Felt like A presence was that priority there, but they immediately get shut down, and another tag that comes through. 4 versus 3, but a lot of damage dealt across the board to ENCE.
Yeah. Ooh. Makazi, very good position there. Going to be taking down Kaspersky. He does get caught and probably, you know, not really necessary. NATO falling asleep. What is happening? We were saying he's, you know, and he is normally such a good player. Going to be a 1 versus 1. Molotov goes up. Glaive trying to run through it. Oh my god, it's risky. He almost died right then and there, but the grenade falls deep, and I can't believe it's alive on the T side. He gets the kill. That is absolutely absurd. What a round coming through. A 3 versus 1, and he actually does it. That is a weird day for ENCE so far. Just in terms of kills, right? Glaive has got 9, but then there's a huge drop-off. Like, NATO in some of those fights is not looking like himself at all right now. Really far from it, and that is worrying, because I actually think in many ways he's like the star of the show sometimes for ENCE. Like, so reliable in getting kills round for round. So kind of showing to see. All right, a little bit of a lineup here. We're back to another one of these rounds for ENCE where they're just absolutely cleaning it up. So that's good, but they need more than 2 or 3 rounds in this first half, I think. 4, I'm happy to have a conversation again. It could be really interesting, but I think it has to be the last couple of rounds here in their favor. So yeah, this one is good. I think they need the next one too.
I think you're right. Any kills by Demon are good though.
Counter-terrorists win.
And he will save. No one close enough to put him under pressure. That's something to work with. You know how clean they have been? They just overlook a lot of angles, especially that spraying towards E-Box. It's a pretty simple lineup. No util to send them in. Simple stuff. Nice shot, though. SDY goes for a peek off the back of the flash, and that'll actually cost him his life. That's the alarm bell for Cemetery to peek.
Glaive going in here, back at this middle position. Thought he was going to duck down, but Glaive is, again, seems to be the more reliable fragger in the moment of the team. And like we said, you know, just given his years of playing the game, we're not always looking for that. He's also the leader of the team, so it's good if he could do it, obviously. And I think it does just kind of speak again to Glaive's willingness to reinvent himself post-Astralis, which just cannot be easy to try and do at all for really any of the ex-Astralis players. You know, like, it's just going to be such a hard thing. And we've seen what, you know, obviously Sip is out there now coaching. You know, Dupree still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. But in general, right, it is very, very hard to pick it all up again and try and make something of it. I think Glaive has shown that he's finding a way to do that, both in terms of leadership and playing the game, but also just on an individual form basis. We've seen a lot of really great stuff out of Glaive. It's kind of sick, actually.
Just trying to get this early one towards Glaive, but he will. This round looking like it's going to be done here. 2 versus 4. This is a tough one to try and deliver on. One could go down momentarily. A swing and a hit as well from Cemetery in the second. He's just behind it. This is that one, but Kaspersky, with how low he is, 1v3 now, 18 points of HP, smoked out, but then gets another kill on towards Krebeni. Maybe there's a bit of lifeline here.
He's so low on health is the issue, right? So if he had 100% health, maybe it would be different. He could fight his way through and do something, but it's just one bullet that touches him here and he's going to be dead. And they're actually so disciplined once again. They're not fighting. They're not trying to spam him down. They know he has to peek. They've set themselves up perfectly for it. Sick headshot. Nice triple. And Navi Jr. with an absolutely beautiful first half. This is the first time I've got to cast these guys. I've heard the rumors and everything, but I've never really seen them play.
On a map like Mirage, which obviously everybody knows, and they're so mechanically on point at the moment too. What the like, they want to fight here. They really back themselves, and it'll work for the first. The second, however, of Juga is just going to get out of there. Gets one and dips away, but he does take a tag before falling back.
Going to make it very, very hard to hold on to this bomb site. At least they don't have too many nades because it's a pistol round, so maybe he isn't going to get straight dead from that. Oh, it does land in front. I can't believe he still lives. Makazi comes through with a headshot. The bomb is planted, but how did he live through that grenade? I don't even know how. Nade2 run straight into Krebani's face and just takes him down. They do not have a kit at the moment, so it's going to be a very, very long defuse here. Smoke for main, though. He's going to put all the pressure on. They know that Nade2's back here, but only for a second. He's going to be dead. It's through the smoke, and it's Makazi to go down next, and no one's even attempted to tap that bomb yet. They've got to find Potty now. They're trying to see if they could do it in Cemetery. He wants to hold him back. He's got a couple of bullets left, but... Oh, does he have time for it? No, I don't think he does. What a shame. Nice triple for Cemetery, but unfortunately, getting the shot on that defuser was everything they needed. So, CT side, did they have some of the tricks that we see, I think, at the sort of highest level of this map? Or are they just going to be sort of defaulting into just holding, you know, mid and A and B, and that's it? Because if that's the case, I think ENCE are going to be perfectly capable of running this game back just from having the space to execute onto the bomb sites alone. Alright, a little bit of damage here. Nice find from Demon. Pushing forward. Unfortunately, can't quite get the headshot there, but still, it's not bad, you know. They do some damage. Bomb is obviously going to be going up here, but... Yeah, there are some teams that have... I just think they find a way to add a lot more pressure to the CT side. Like, they have these little skirmishes going out of the A-bomb site. Sometimes it's even in the middle. If you're looking at a team like, obviously, Eternal Fire, probably the one to study at the moment for the map. Sometimes they'll put like 3 people that are pushing into middle, and you can just catch the C side completely off guard like that. Close with the MP9. Gotta be careful here, but it's kind of nice, you know. He gets another kill, makes it more expensive, and makes some more money for himself.
I mean, we're talking about that lead going down to basically about 1, so It's not quite now or never for NAVI Junior, but it kind of feels like it with this fight. Flashbang in. They're going to send that Mach 10 going forward. Cemetery holding on the edge of the E-box smoke with a pop flash will try and push him off the angle, but it doesn't affect him that well.
Wow.
As Krebeni delivers for a double, and already NAVI Junior's first gun round as effective as all of them in towards that first half.
Yeah, I think the luxury here is if you can pick up one of these really early rounds, you're not getting into this long tug of war with ENCE. If you're going to steal away their map pick and kind of maybe upset the situation a bit, getting it done really early is just very nice. Because, again, a team like ENCE, presumably the deeper it goes, the closer we get to all 24 rounds, the more they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable and start to sort of feel like, okay, we have the experience to deal with this kind of long game. It's an A2 in the middle, and he gets taken down by Demon again. It's kind of a weird...
I think the worry that I'm sort of set in stone now is just about for ENCE Demon a little late to get online. SDY opens things up with a lovely shot towards Demon. They needed that. They need somebody to take this game at the scruff of its neck a little bit. And it might just be SDY, but Makaze will trade. Down he goes through the smoke from the spam of Kaspersky. The numbers kept favorable for ENCE, but even still, they don't really have that much information of what the setups are like for the remaining three.
Yeah, the plus side, they have a lot of time to try and figure that out. See, it looks like they want to take some control of this A main position. The question is, can they get past the AWP? They're going to be peeking into it, and I think that bullet went right between his legs, actually. That was kind of a funky way to do it. Going to be one kill there, but instantly traded out, so no problems at all here. That's a shame, because if they get that first kill defending, it might have been a chance for a round there. I'm not sure if ENCE can easily break through if the AWP falls away and it's back into a 3v3. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But for ENCE, it's another pathway back into the game at a 10-7 scoreline. They're going to be quite happy with it.
For any X's would be nice, but even that feels pretty unlikely. There is a late lurk happening. He's normally pretty good at these as well. He always seems to have a pretty good idea, and it's once again reinstilled. His lurking prowess is so valuable towards ENCE. He does that a lot.
That is definitely a way to do it here. Demon, is he going to get flashed through? It looks like they will. Yeah, Kazi as well joining him. Probably is a chance to just kill Kaspersky there. I feel like with two M4s, that the time to kill there should have been a lot lower, but yeah, I guess they missed a bit of the spray to begin with, so unfortunate.
So down. Position here, playing anti. I like this shoulder spotted. Oh my god, for a moment. That was nearly really awkward. Krebeni wants to fight. He wants to hunt as well. I don't really blame him. Now we talk about overfighting, and he'll go down to the flames. That's awkward. Thankfully, Makaze's there to deliver on towards SDY. This willingness and want to fight so constantly. It does cost him as he, well, burns to a crisp. Thankfully, it hasn't cost NAVI Junior just yet. A 2v3 in their favor. And Potty tagged down to half.
Oh, he sees it. Shot down Potty. Okay, then. And A2, he shot him right in the knee. That's a painful way to go. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 with only 35 seconds left. And you've got to think that as soon as he announces himself here, I would say again, like on a prime day, I would say Nato can win these kind of rounds. I feel like he's exactly the kind of player who has the mechanics for it. But the first angle here is so hard to deal with. It's been talked about a little bit, but it's because of the structure at the bottom of that pillar.
And on paper, and you know, for ENCE, 4 wins from 5 so far this year, it has been a really good map for them. And for NAVI Junior, it's most definitely had its ups and downs, but my god, they've looked good. SDY wants to be that entry man, but it'll cost him his life. Makaze happy to take that fight.
Just waiting around outside here. They do have a little bit of presence outside of B, so they can cause a bit of distraction there if they wanted to. There's nobody at the A-bomb side because NAVI Junior are actually looking to do a late retake of the middle. I really love this idea. Unfortunately, it's going to backfire a little bit on them, but it's such a sick plan because there's no way that ENCE, if they would have been just a little bit off on the timing there, they just can't read what's happening in that round. So you could always say, should they do it in a 4-on-5 where they sort of have the opening? I don't know, but in a way that actually makes it even more unpredictable. So kind of fun to see. Shame that it didn't work out so far. 55 seconds left, and actually they do get spotted trying to get into the site here. A run and gun with the M4, but I mean, you can kind of get away with it. At least they have the site ENCE. We'll see if they can actually get the bomb planted here. It's going to be a free kill coming through the middle. Cemetery is not ready for it. And they're in some trouble here. Again, Navi Jr. 3 versus 4, but with Makazi already being this low, you got to think it might be worth it to save here.
Might not be giving that luxury. Hang on, though. 3 versus 3. They can just get 1 kill to start things off. That maybe would have opened things up. If somebody ever peeks in towards Jugas, then potentially, but...
Again, I would say just do this in the last seconds. You've got the kit.
Yeah.
Like, just wait. You don't have to... What is the purpose of fighting early? Just wait until some of them are running away. You can actually see already... I think Kaspersky, he's so far, he's never going to be able to help. So right now, this is a 2-on-3. They're running back into it now. He's still so far away. There's Natu going down. It's all Enclave. If he dies, the round is over. Oh, what are they doing? All right, they're back trying to defuse. I can't believe it. They must have forgot themselves. They thought, oh, there's going to be another guy here.
Oh!
They could have won this round. Oh,
Why
my
did they
God.
not get on it?
Very often, you don't even necessarily need the actual, like, you know, you don't even need the kills. You can just get the smoke and the defuse, and if they're far enough away, they're going to be in trouble. So, anyway, we'll see ENCE here with a great start to the round. 2-for-1 trade. They're going to be catching Brownie in the middle, and a 2 versus 4 here. It's not looking very likely. They could get potted, and maybe there is someone to play with, but he does escape, and I think that's surely going to be the end of the round here. So, a 10th round for ENCE, as they just narrowly escape the crazy defuse in the last round. It's so wild they didn't lose that round.
Rather than coming in towards this round being 12-9 map points, we're talking about now where it's a 1-round game of 11-10 and another player going down to Kaspersky. He'll fall in the end by Makaze, but I mean, job done for ENCE, and recovery is still absolutely there within arm's reach. Oh, they should get another. Oh, he doesn't! Glaive just tucks his shoulder around that corner. Enough time for him to recover.
Glad to see them kind of be disciplined in that sense. Connector control being taken over here by ENCE, or at least that they're angling for it. They haven't really quite done it yet. It's in Cemetery. If you got that kill, maybe it would have been on, but now this bomb site is under attack already. Natu going to get 1. They're not coming through on the other side. That's very curious. I thought ENCE were already going to be pushing through the smoke there. They finally will. It's Makazi on his own, fighting almost a little bit too much. You're going to be careful. It's a 2v3. Just wait for the teammates. Who cares if they plant the bomb? That's not really a big deal. Poddy's locked in this corner, and he's going to be dead every single time. Doesn't really matter how he gets out of that one. It's very well done. Makazi with 3 kills, and I'm glad he didn't stay fighting that. Even through the smoke, like, it's not worth it. Just wait for the teammates.
Okay, he's recovered. North as well.
That deep smoke is... It's fine, it blocks off ENCE, but ENCE aren't there, so really all it does is stop the information for the CT side. It's going to be down to this 2-man defense, really. If they want to win the map, it's going to be right now. Demon and Makazi, good start to them, and what the swing out here for Demon. Getting 1 more, and it's absolutely beautiful. That's a 2-on-5 defense, because the A bomb site was just so far away here. SDY is going to go down, and that will be the map going to Navi Jr. in spectacular fashion. That's very well done.
Yeah, really, really well played. I think in the end, at certain periods in this game, Navi Jr. were untouchable, especially that first half. And, you know, they're individuals. They've picked into this for a reason. Mirage, the map, of course, is these young cracked aimers. It's a puggy map. I'm sure they play a hell of a lot in their FPLs. And what a start as well. Krebeni will find the first. SDY, though, for 2. Looking for that third. Running out of ammo. They need to get him off the shelf. And finally, they do. But he has bought time for a rotation.
Damn, that was about to be horrible. Could you imagine if he gets the reload in there, SDY, and actually can continue? They could have lost a round right then and there. It's not done yet. There is a smoke and a kit on Glaive, so you want to see something come from this. Could be a chance for a bit of a retake here. The smoke's already been thrown out, so can't be using that. Poddy gets a shot. Glaive goes down. It's Makazi back to practically throwing the bullets around the corner there. Nearly shooting his teammate through the smoke. It's Krebeni. That's going to be a little bit scary. But Natu, he's picked up the kits, but he's already been called out here, and he'll go down. A nice triple at the end for Krebeni, and it will be Navi Jr. to win the pistol.
The easiest buy to try and cement, considering the double AK triple Galil setup on the flip side. Not a hell of a lot of utility, and playing towards Palace could be a little spicy. Yeah, down goes Jugis. Same for Makaze, Deagle ripping heads, and even the FAMAS coming in for one of his own. This round is still looking a little weird.
Yes, it is. The damage been dealt here. This is an easy round to lose if you're on the NAVI Junior side. Again, I do like the speed and the aggressiveness behind these kind of rounds, but unfortunately, it can also backfire. You might not be able to sort of, you know, call off the attack when by the time you realize, oh shit, it's gone wrong, you know. Gravani's gonna go down. Glaive just, you know, poking through the edge of the smoke with a 5-7. It's another bonus of it, is that you have the extra bullet to try and look for the smoke like that, and Cemetery's gonna go down. Nate will find him, and a huge round here for ENCE to pick up early on. That's
when we talk about the narrative of Anubis, it felt like ENCE were waking up into the game. It just took a little bit too long to wake up. If they are now on their form and alive and kicking, we might start to see them really prove the level that they can play at. Natu for the opening double will be traded out in the end. If we get a bomb plant out of here, we're pretty happy, and it looks like that'll be the case. So
yeah, I mean,
that's all you're really looking for.
It's even a winnable round here. They pick up the AK as well. They've got some armor on Krabani. There is a way to lose this if you're ENCE. And that would kind of be a little bit disastrous here. Kaspersky's ready. That's nice. No real stress here. What a shot from Demon, though. Takes down SDY. Galil over by CT spawn. Unfortunately, I don't think he had any armor Cemetery, so he's going to end up going down here. And yeah, now it's just down to Deagle shots. Demon will land one more. They do have kits on everybody, including the smoke here, so there should be no chance. And there won't be. But that's such an expensive round, and in spite of the fact, I hate to criticize him because he did get a double kill Nate too, but
let's see. 2-1 though for ENCE, and with that on plan, we do get a buy. SDY for the first, but he gets dropped alongside Poddy. Not the start that ENCE wanted to find as they fight in towards mid.
Krabani's, ooh, nice shot, taking down Kaspersky. What's happening? Smoke up towards the connector and in the window as they make the wraparound. And I think Glaive has realized where they're coming from. It does not make a difference whatsoever. First bullet accuracy is on point here. He just gets completely deleted. And Natu sneaking on. He dies as well in spite of the jump there. What a bizarre round this has been.
FAMAS MP9 and a couple of critter pistols. Not great, but at the same time still workable. We saw them do it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, they need something here. I feel like even though the scoreline is just 2-2, the individuals right now on NAVI Juniors seem to be way more fired up. Like, they are way more locked in to this game. That's a real concern. It's hard to say because I know ENCE, you know, they're playing a lot of these online tournaments at the moment, and it is a bit of a grind, but it's actually just so important. Like, you have to find a way to show up every time and feel, you know, feel fired up and feel ready. Like, this kind of slow where you're like, oh, we're not quite ready for the day, and, you know, it's a little bit slow. We're rolling into it. We're kind of getting out battled here. It won't work. Going deep into CCT it actually is important for a lot of teams, ENCE being one of them.
Yeah, I'm just running through some of the stats now as well for ENCE and talking about the Mirage as a whole. And, you know, for them, they do it's a 50-50 split on rounds, but, you know, I kind of worry about where I'm at with ENCE as a whole just because of how we saw on Anubis. Stats look okay for them on the CT side as a whole. The gun rounds look actually pretty decent, but
not exactly what you want to see. There's no head armor, so even the Galil in this round is, you know, it might even be almost more of a terrifying weapon with the extra bullets. SDY on the one side here. Just a little bit of mid-control. It's not that hardcore either. Repeat coming in, but McCarthy's ready. That should be a very hard fight for him to win because, again, he's looking down towards that connector, and in the meantime, they're flooding out of the palace onto the A-bomb site here. A lot of pressure, so they know that there's a player in the middle right now, and that's fine, but the rest of NAVI Junior doing a really good job taking over the site. Almost letting, almost forgetting about SDY there. That could have been risky, but Poddy just he just runs in there, and they don't have any more utility. They can't even flash him in, so it's super awkward. Caught trying to swap out the rifles, and they just get completely mauled once again.
Play with this meticulous strategy, and half each want to fight, and I don't blame them. They're just winning out by brute force alone, and that's all you need. So, beautiful work all in all. All about for Poddy, but he will hit that shot. Jukas could have punished. Doesn't find it in the end, but McCarthy will get one of his own, and nearly a second too, in towards window. That was close.
Yeah, scary prospect there. Poddy jumping around, but I don't know why. Like, what is going on? There's so many people right now, and they just are getting caught in weird positions. Now, Nature's in T-spawn. That's interesting. Demon here. Very nice angle. He's going to take down SDY, who, you know, it looked like he did think maybe someone could be there, but he certainly wasn't expecting him to be that deep up. And Nature in the middle could get caught in this fight. He will be, yeah. Kerbani's sneaking through the window. You could kind of tell that Nature was out in the open. There was no coverage, and unless he's got his crosshair pre-firing the window there.
You know, be first in, die for the team, open up space, but more often than not, he's not dying. He's getting his kill, he's getting out, and he's getting space. And here it is, once again, Kerbani in through ramp. Going to be one of the first contacts that comes through. Could get the trade as well. It's Demon who finds on towards Nate 2, and A-side's open again. Kerbani this time gets caught by Poddy, playing in front of the smoke. Bomb goes down nonetheless.
What? Oh, look at this. They have another player on connector here. Navi Jr., I don't think anyone's going to know about this. I don't know how he snuck through either. Yeah, Makazi, he actually came through the center of the map. Like, he was with Poddy in there, and just somehow they missed each other in the smoke. That's so wild. What a spray here from Makazi. He just absolutely is wrecking them. A triple for him in the round. He's got 11 and 4 overall. That is actually a high level of Counter-Strike than you would expect, so that's great.
Really do love to see it. Navi Jr. These youngsters getting themselves ready for what feels like, at least in some of these cases, the inevitable pushing towards tier 1. Demon swing on towards SDY, the trade. Same thing for Expressky and Natu, and another crack open of the A-bomb site. These A executes have been brutal. Absolutely brutal. And, you know, obviously you're giving this a go for ENCE, but this is a tough retake. Glavin towards the AWP, no less.
Yeah, this is where, again, you need a mistake from Navi Jr. You need him to do something that they're not supposed to do, and they're not doing very much of that at the moment. Generally speaking, they've been very, very good at slowing down the game once again, which can be hard when you're normally rushing in quickly. Poddy here should be dead, and he will be. 2 versus 1 against Glaive, and they just no respect for him at all, and he shouldn't have either. Demon with a nice triple, and Navi Jr. absolutely crushing ENCE on this second map. There's just no other way to put it. This is so one-sided.
The pace, brilliant. So sick. ENCE all down to this. T-side looks like we're going to have a hit towards A, or a split through mid.
Yeah, this is it's been a real joy to watch. We'll see if ENCE can find a way to recompose themselves a bit here. They do run into a couple of USPs, and Makazi again, he's just a force of nature right now. Running through ENCE once again, coming through the smoke and catching Glaive in the last possible second. He's relentless. He's got no respect, and I love it. Makazi.
From the youngsters, looking unbelievably good. And I was checking as well, just as we were going. Loss here to Navi Jr. in the sort of VRS forecast. That's on HRTV. They go down 6 places to 41st. So going outside of the top 40 is not where you want to be. Where if they had won this game, they go to 30th. So would have been a a massive move for them. You know, being in and around that top 30. That's where you're on the brink of tier 1. And you know, ENCE aside, you expect to make a deeper run, so a couple more wins here and there where we could have been talking about them tier 1. But in the end, it's looking like it's not to be. Glaive going to find one, but Jugis will find Expressky. Again, we talk about that spacing. 3 versus 4, nonetheless, but still, and to be taking so many isolated fights.
Yeah, that VRS forecast situation, I mean, it does bring a new level of drama to a lot of these games. I think that, you know, as much as we can say that the VRS system has some flaws at the moment, that is one of the cool things, right? Like, it is important to have a sense that, you know, all the games kind of matter in this sense. So,
yeah,
I like that. I'm a big fan of it for that reason, but, you know, we'll see how it plays out over a longer time span, I suppose. 30 seconds, and ENCE hoping to win 10 rounds on a row. Now, this one is pretty much locked in. Very low on health to the FAMAS. It's going to be 2 headshots. I say it's locked in, but then it's not anymore. Okay, nice shots. And they're going to be able to catch Demon on the other side. So that's good. Nothing seems to be locked in right now for ENCE. Every round is difficult.
For both sides, 3 players playing in and around window is an interesting call. McCarthy will go up in towards ladder. Benny might actually even join him. A double ladder play surely is completely unexpected.
Yeah, oh, flashbang is insane though, but he's got some backup with him. That is a really nice trade. It's a really great protocol. I don't think I've actually seen that kind of double position in the ladder before. That is interesting to see. Now, making an escape should be difficult. ENCE don't have a lot of utility, but normally you would say at least he's going to be locked in there in some fashion, you know? That isn't really the case. They're going to smoke it off and just kind of walk out of there. So 4 versus 3 right now. Glaive already very low on health and a hard round to win here, but a nice spray down from Kaspersky. It's still SDY doing a lot of the lifting with 12 kills, but look at this.
What a shot.
Jugis comes in with a couple of good ones, and SDY finds himself alone with every bit of work to do. He's going to go down to Krapani, and it will be Navi Jr. to take the series in a 2-0 fashion. I must say, playing just Counter-Strike, I'm really impressed.
Same here. 13-3. I mean, what a showing from them. Makazi looked fantastic. Krabeni looked great. Demon as well. Same for him.